Hello, of Renaissance was its version of humanism. The development of linear perspective and other techniques of